If you're a foreign trained dentist who's planning to apply to University of Colorado's advanced standing program, their cycle starts in September, and if you're planning to apply there, well, this is the right video for you. If you don't know who am I, my name is Adriel William. I'm a graduate of University of Colorado's ISP program, International Student Program from 2022. And over the past 5 years, I've been helping CAAPID candidates, students to apply to dentist schools, advanced standing DDS, preparing them for interview, helping them with personal statement, letter of recommendation, and I've been doing this. So today I'm wanted to talk to you how you can apply and make your application solid and better, so your chances of getting an invite at University of Colorado would be more. And along with that, I'll share my information, my experience from the time when I applied, when I studied there for 2 years, and the candidates I've been helping. And every year I have more than 10 candidates that I've worked with who get accepted at Colorado. And first thing I'll tell you that University of Colorado, I feel overall for advanced standing program for foreign trained dentists, it's an excellent program. The reason I'm saying this is not just based over clinical facts, it's more based over the overall program, the way it is. It's one of the shortest program. It's 24 months. It has 40 seats. Now people say, well, why does the seat matter? Because here's the thing, the more the number of seats there are, the higher number of students they're going to take, so the more chances you have to get accepted. If you apply to a school like SIU where the seats are only 7, the chances and the probability of you getting accepted is very low. Because University of Colorado has 40 seats, they tend to take diverse range of students. So in my class, when I was studying, there were people who had 2-3 years of experience of dental assisting in California. Then there were people who had masters like me. Then there were people who were graduate from Pakistan or Iraq back in 97, 98. So these people were like in their 50s. There were people who were orthodontists, prosthodontists, who were graduate of 2010. Then there were people who were fresh grads who graduated like 2 years ago and got accepted. So overall, University of Colorado, I feel when they send invites and they interview, their process is more holistic, I personally feel, as compared to other schools. And when I say holistic, they are not just looking at your clinical side, they are also looking at your experience with non-profit, your work with managerial roles. I never did dental assisting, and I got accepted. Well, I got accepted to 4 schools, and Colorado was one of them. But I never did dental assisting. Most schools like UPenn wouldn't accept anybody without dental assisting experience. But in my case, what I've learned that they look at things that very holistic way. Along with that, the school has a culture where they are not looking for the academic cream. They are not just looking at your numbers and scores. Obviously, you need to have sufficient amount of like pass your INBD and have good TOEFL and everything, but they are looking at your application and your personal statement to see what kind of a human being you are. If you work with underprivileged communities, if you work with marginalized people, if you're a good team player. Remember, Colorado has 40 seats, and one of the key thing they are looking at that they don't want snobbish, arrogant, annoying people who gonna come to school and then keep creating issues and keep having fight with other people. The other thing, the school, I can tell you, other schools are too, but Colorado keeps a very high standard of ethics. They want to make sure you're somebody who abides law, who follow rules, who does not do ethical misconduct. I've seen people getting in trouble up there. Well, my suggestion is be very careful, very cautious when you're filing your things, making sure that everything is according to the ethical standard. Now, along with that, Colorado is a university which is in the state of Colorado, and it's the only dentist school who's serving Colorado, who's serving New Mexico, Kansas, a lot of surrounding areas. So a lot of underprivileged people come to that school. Remember, if you go to East Coast, by East Coast I mean New York, Boston, Florida, Philadelphia, New Jersey, even DC, you will find a lot of schools, and they are in competition with each other who's the best ranking school. Like UPenn is an Ivy League doing research, Harvard is a big school, University of Boston is competing. So they are fighting over uh, creating academic cream and research. Schools like Colorado were actually made because there weren't enough dental school and there weren't enough dentists to serve the people of Colorado. So the state started the school, it gave land. Well, it was given by the Anschulz family, which is a business family. They gave land to the school and they started the dental and the medical school up there. And this campus in itself has one of the buildings which used to work with the war veterans of World War II. So they have a very close sentiment towards people who have served in army, who have served, who were war veterans. So in your application, if you have served or worked with people from US Army, US Air Force, that's an important thing as well. Along with that, the history of University of Colorado is that back when there was World War II, a lot of Jewish community was given refuge, was giving admission at University of Colorado. They were helped during this time, and Colorado takes high uh, prestige in that they have a history of serving or helping people who were coming out of war zone areas. So if you're somebody who's coming from Iraq or who's coming from an area where there was war driven environment and there was difficulties, maybe this is an area where you can connect with them. Along with that, the school has very good holistic environment. Culturally, the people are very nice. Coloradans are one of the nicest people I've ever dealt with. And I lived in DC, Philadelphia, Ohio, and I feel like they were really nice. And I spent time in Alabama too, in the South, but I just feel like Coloradans were very nice people when you deal with them. The mountains are beautiful. It's a vacation spot, pretty much. Denver, if you go in the mountains, is a vacation spot. But when overall, what I'm telling you, that the culture of the school, of the environment, of the city, of that area is very nice. It's very beautiful. Along with that, the school has been investing a lot in digital dentistry. They have a haptic lab. They have been trying to teach their students digital scanning, milling of crowns. Along with that, the school also, the ISP program is made in a way that they have some classes which are integrated with the local students. So when I was studying, we would have class with the D2 local students, then with D3, and then we would have our separate class, which is a very good mix because you get to work along with them and you get to work in your own class as well. So it kind of teaches you to be a good team player. Now, coming to University of Colorado's admission process, the reason I gave you all of this generic understanding is so you can understand what University of Colorado environment is. And one other thing, at the end of the video, I'll tell you about their virtual tour as well. But meanwhile, do like the video, please. If you're finding this helpful, please subscribe to the channel. Do write something in the comment. That really gives me encouragement to make more videos. Now, the next part I was saying, when you're going to apply to University of Colorado, one of the things that they do, they make you write another SOP. They will make you write a SOP which will specifically ask, why do you want to come to University of Colorado, and write your personal statement. And the difference between this and CAAPID SOP is that this is for 3,500 characters. This is not for 5,200 characters. This is way shorter, 3,500 characters. And the way I suggest people is to make your personal statement is talk about your journey, early childhood, and what got you excited or fascinated towards dentistry. Talk about your experience of dentistry in dental school and what made you think about pursuing advanced education, what opened up your eyes, what kind of cases, mentorship, which encourage you. And then talk about your experience after dental school, if you worked in US, if you attended some conference, if you've done a postgrad, your different experience, volunteer work, talk about human interaction, working with underprivileged community. And in the last paragraph, focus mainly of why you want to be specifically in Colorado and what sets you apart to be part of their team. This is one of the most important things you want to touch upon in your personal statement. And I personally help people with revising and writing their personal statement. If that's something you need help with, my contact is in the description of this video, which you can reach out to later, and I'll tell you more a little bit about it at the end of the video if you stick around. The next thing I'll tell you is that they would want you to send three letter of recommendation again. So I know you sent it in CAAPID, but now they would want you to write the name and the email address of three people who are your evaluators. And you will put in, for example, you write your dean's name, email address. They will get a link in their inbox where they will click and they will ask, how do you know Adriel? How long you worked with them, and would you recommend them for University of Colorado's program? So this is the kind of question they will get, and they have to fill it. Now, if they need help from you, they will ask you, but whoever your evaluator will be will get a link up there. Along with that, University of Colorado supplemental application would have like 2 to 3 questions where they ask you, tell us about a weakness in your previous education system and tell us about a strength in your previous education system. And one of the key things I suggest, do not start complaining and whining about your previous program. Yes, there might be, because we are coming from India, Pakistan, Middle East, Nepal, Cuba, Venezuela, there might be some discrepancies or weakness, but state that in a very straightforward way. Don't start whining and crying and make it into a therapy session. And when it comes to strength, be very straightforward and keep it direct to the point. Do not waste their time. I'm telling you one thing. Do not waste their time. Keep it very precise. Keep it very straightforward, direct to the point. The other thing I'll tell you, Dr. Baskin is a wonderful person. She was assistant program director, then she became the program director, and Dr. Town is still, she's the one who started the program. And I think both of them are great human beings, and they are very precision driven. They read everything. They are very meticulous people. They are not somebody who will just read and just throw it away. They will go into detail. So try not to lie. Try not to make up story. Try not to tell false research that you have done. A lot of candidates I've seen have been buying research from other countries. They pay somebody and they put their name in the research. Don't do that crap. I personally suggest it's not useful. You're wasting your money on that. Along with that, a lot of people I've talked to, and they say, we want to apply to schools where there are no bench exam. And I'm like, that's the strategy of a loser. I'm sorry to say that is a strategy for losers. If you're running away from bench exam, if you're trying to run away, you're going to fail, and not just in admission process, even later on in dentistry as well, in the ADEX exam. One thing I'll tell you, overall, dentistry in US, general dentistry, is all about crown cutting and class 2s. And if you can't conquer it early on, you're going to suffer. And I'm telling you from my own experiences, because during COVID, there was no bench prep courses that I could take and everything was virtual. But later on, when I got into school, I was sitting in the SIB lab till 9 to 10 p.m. And everybody used to see me carrying my box and sitting up there till late night. And it was for 6 months I was buried in the lab. I had to do it. And when I talk to people, they are like, no, Colorado has a very difficult bench exam. And I'm like, even if you get accepted to Boston or UIC, eventually you would have to prepare for bench exam. So start preparing early on. So one of the things the reason I'm saying this is, please kindly, I've been looking at candidates for the past 3 years. They get interviews, but they can't pass their bench exam, because bench exam requires repetition and time. So if you have time right now, take a course. And people who are working with them, I'm offering them Dr. Duggan's course, not Dr. Megan. I'm talking about real Dr. Duggan. His course, I'm offering 10% of discount. If you reach out to me and you buy any kind of services, I can give you that discount code. Dr. Duggan offered me that opportunity. I would be interviewing him sometime soon as well. And along with that, start preparing at home. Start doing crown cutting. Start doing class 2s. Start doing crown preps on premolars, molars. That's very important, because the better your muscle memory will be, you will do really good. But if you haven't spent enough time, you will suffer. So please listen to my word, because you will thank me later. And start preparing for bench exam as early as possible. Now, for Colorado, I'm going to tell you is that if you're interested to apply to Colorado, and I think you should because it's a wonderful school, it's not super expensive, it's one of the best places to live in US, is that they have a virtual tour on their website. I will try to put the link in my description. Sign up for that if you're interested, because I went physically there, and people who go in there for their bench exam or for their virtual tour and ask questions, that's one way to show them who you are as a person. And it's a wonderful opportunity, not just for Colorado, even for other schools. Wherever you get an opportunity to visit in person or virtually, do it. It will increase your chances to get an invite. And along with that, if you need help with your personal statement, with your questions, with your supplemental application, with your interview, you can reach out to me. In the month of August, I'm giving a discount on the SOP writing and the questions. If you want to, my link is in the description. You can contact me. You can email me on purposedrivendentistry@gmail.com. And I'm also doing a free Q&A session on August 24th. It's a Sunday at 2 p.m. EST. I've shared the detail of the WhatsApp group and everything on the Instagram. It's on my description if you want to. But I hope you use this video to your benefit. And there's more videos specifically for Colorado that I made over the past 3 years. I'm going to share them in the link as well. So there's a lot of free things that you can utilize. Now, if you like my efforts and you want to say thank you to me, please hit the like button, write it in the comment box. That means a lot to me. And hopefully, if you have any question, just mention it in the comment box, and I'll see you in a more meaningful video. Thank you.